Welcome to today's first episode of Ma'at Wednesdays. We will be discussing how to build unity within our communities using the principles of Ma'at, beginning with the principle Truth. I will be reading from the book The 14 Keys, Power, Unity, and Success Unlocked. Here we will explore self-transformation and how to develop a code and culture in order to construct an environment and community that enables the amalgamation and success of our collectives in our own community. Before we begin, let's talk about Ma'at and who she is. In Kemetic science, an African spiritual system, we call our gods and goddesses Neteru. The Neteru make up the supreme divinity, which we call Neter. Neter means a power that is able to generate life and to maintain it when generated. We explore this spiritual science and philosophies in order to understand who we are, to know thyself, as well as identify and build upon the aspects of divinity in our own human makeup. Ma'at is the Neteret, or goddess of divine order, truth, balance, and justice. Most of us know Ma'at as balance because if we achieve the 7 principles of Ma'at in our daily lives, it will bring balance and order into our lives in order for us to reclaim who we are and make the most of our lives. The 42 principles or confessions of Ma'at help us to go on our own internal journey, identify and refine the areas where we need to improve the most so that we can take action consciously to manifest in the subconscious and conscious world. Understand that as we properly align, this may bring chaos. Chaos exists in order to bring about order, structure, and a foundation, such as in the chaos in the pre-creation state caused by the compression of matter and then the electrons of atoms being squeezed out of their orbits. Chaos. We are often told to look outside of ourselves, but Ma'at teaches us to look inwardly and rise each day and judge ourselves accordingly. As we rise, and before we rest each day, we look within ourselves and ask oneself, the internal I am, have I lived up to my own moral code or to the moral code that is helpful to the continuation of the universe, this planet, and to your community, your tribe? So let us begin with the first Ma'atic principle, truth. From the book of the 14 Keys, Power, Unity, and Success Unlocked by Chief Yua. Truth. Truth does not necessarily reflect or collude with perceptual realism. When we ask for the personal truth of another individual, typically they will provide us with a chronological history of the thoughts or actions that led up to a certain decision or occurrence. Aside from that, they can describe an action or thought that they may have chosen not to disclose before. What is true is so elusive that it is hardly realized. Truth is the center of all in existence. It should not be confused with fact. A fact is the aligning in agreeing to the majority conceptualization of reality or the larger acceptance of illusion, which may or may not point to the truth. Truth is matter in its actualized state. It is the soul of a force. All that exists around the truth is illusion. Illusion shrouds the potency of truth for those who have not developed the sensorium to witness the true forms of life and death. which are the materializations and disrobing of truth, respectfully. We observe and experience truth's illusion through our five senses. Our own physical bodies and mental or emotional structures are the illusions of the truth of the soul. As this great truth decides to form a vehicle suitable for the earth, it forms genotypes through the manipulation of DNA, which properly accommodate its intent. The soul is the purest reflection of the truth that one could conceive of, and even that conception cannot be grasped or even handled, as its potency is too much for a flesh being. As truth is the undeniable essence of a force or person, we can see that if a force has no soul, it has no truth. A soul is the eternal reflection of the high desireless, causeless intelligence we refer to as Akasha. The truth is not static but evolves as the laws of the universe do. Many will say that truth is forever. This is correct. The reason that it is eternal is because of its dynamic nature. That which stagnates in perfection and absoluteness will cease to be. Keep it real or true and live forever. The truth is what we responsibly petition when we feel we are strong enough to withstand a direct reverberation of Akashic energy. Akasha, as explained in the book Shrine and Altar, is the substance, also known as ether, that existed before all other elements, earth, fire, water, air, metal, and gave birth to said elements. The phrase bearing the soul comes to mind here. When we bare our souls, we thrust aside the semblance of the body and the personality to allow the projection of our true drive, will, and intention to be observed. In order for one to comprehend this truth, they must first possess the truth inside them. Soul energy dispels artificial spirits as truth dispels false impression and judgment. This is the end of the chapter. Next week, during episode 2 of Ma'at Wednesdays, we explore the principle justice. If you would like your own copy of Chief Yua's book, the link is in the description. Comment below and give me your thoughts, family. Peace. See you next time.